So, monopolies and how they interact with efficiencies. Here, what we're going to be doing is expanding on that original monopoly diagram we drew. Monopolies exhibit three main types of efficiencies. So, the three you need to know are allocative, productive, and dynamic. So, let's start with productive efficiency. This is where average cost is lowest. So, just like with profit maximization, you have to remember which curve intersects which curve. So, the condition, what I call it. So, in the example of profit maximization, is where MC intersects MR. Now, just a small tip for efficiencies, they always start with MC equals something. So now, looking back to the definition where average cost is lowest. So, if all efficiencies start with MC equals something, what's that likely going to be? So, in this scenario, productive efficiency is where MC equals AC, which is just the average cost curve. Now, a massive example of a firm that is highly productively efficient has to be Amazon, especially with their next day prime delivery. And the reason Amazon is able to provide this service and not run at a loss is due to their massive productive efficiency in their warehouses, their fulfillment centers, etc. Now, the main way you will be assessed on this is using a diagram. So let's see how we would show productive efficiency on a diagram. Now, if you remember back to the monopoly diagram video, this is the exact diagram we drew, just labeling up the profit maximization point where MC equals MR, then showing the box of supernormal profit. But now, let's show productive efficiency on this exact diagram. As you know, productive efficiency is found at the point where MC equals AC. Now, let's find where these two curves intersect, which would just be here. Now, just like when we were finding the profit maximization point, the first thing you need to do when you find that intersection is go down. When you go down to your quantity axis, this will now be your Q prod. So now all that means is the quantity where a firm is productively efficient at. Now, the most common mistake students make, and I cannot emphasize how many students make this, is to find the productively efficient price. What they'll do is go left from this point and they'll label this P prod and think that's the productively efficient price. In fact, that is not. The same rule applies that applied with the profit maximization point. So, when you find your intersection, you still need to go up from that point until you hit your AR curve, and then you can go left. And now this is the price at which firms are productively efficient. So this is pre-prod, this is nothing, this is not pre-prod. Now, just to finish this off, all you need to do is go from the quantity where you're productively efficient, keep going up until you hit your AC curve, and this will give you the firm's costs. Go left from there, and that will show you the box of supernormal profit a firm makes when they are productively efficient. And that's all there is for productive efficiency. The main thing I want you to remember, to find your price, you need to keep going up until you hit your D equals AR curve, and then go left from there. So just quick recap how to show productive efficiency on the diagram. Firstly, you need to draw your full monopoly diagram. Then you go for your productively efficient point, of course, where MC equals AC. Go down to find your Q prod, your quantity at where you're productively efficient. And from that quantity, go straight up until you hit your AR curve. Then go left to find your productively efficient price. Moving on to allocative efficiency. This can be defined in many different ways, but a simple way to put it is where society's welfare is maximized, and this is found at the point where MC equals AR. The way I used to think about this, the cost of producing one extra unit, which of course is what marginal cost is equal to the price of the good, which price AR are the same thing. Now, again, the main way you're going to be asked to show this is on a diagram, so let's see what this looks like. Now, allocative efficiency is definitely the simpler one, and as you remember, it's just MC equals AR, so where do these two curves intersect? This would just be here. Now, just pretty much the same thing again, go down from that point to find your Q allo. This is the quantity where the firm is allocatively efficient, and then there's no going up until you hit your AR curve here, because why? We're already at our AR curve. So just go straight left here, and this is now the price P allo, the price at which we are allocatively efficient. Now, if you wanted to show the box of supernormal profits, yeah, again, same thing. Go from Q allo, go up until you hit your AC curve, and go left from there. So although the colours are very similar, that would be the box of supernormal profits in allocative efficiency. Yeah, and just to recap, honestly, allocative efficiency is a lot easier than